Yes, my friends, I was not expecting to be making any late night videos tonight, but we are getting interesting reports after interesting reports, and are we set to make one more final big money signing that is set to be the story of the summer? My friends, let's discuss all the news today. Hope you guys enjoy. Hit that like button, and most importantly, share your thoughts and opinions too. Without wasting any more time, let's start things off with some tangible reports, and we discuss the latest surrounding Marc Cucurella. And today, Man United have reached an agreement in principle to sign Cucurella over personal terms so far. Cucurella currently has given the green light to make a move to Man United, and at the moment, Man United are solely focusing on signing Cucurella outside of all the other left-back targets they have on their shortlist. They want to get this deal done ASAP, and right now they have presented a loan fee offer of around 2.5 million, which has been rejected. We're hoping to earn at least 5 million or above before allowing Cucurella to leave, and in my opinion, earning some money for him, and most importantly, getting him off the wage bill, that's the key thing right here. Now, I think the reality is simply this: when you have Colwill and Badiashile that can both play that centre-back / left-back role that Pochettino wants to have in his wide centre-back, on top of the fact that you have Ian Maatsen and Ben Chilwell. Obviously, currently, Cucurella is the odd one out, and all I'm hoping for, my friends, is that if we allow him to go out on loan, which obviously we're going to do, let's have a good option to buy or obligation to buy included in that deal, or maybe after certain games are played, clauses get activated and Man United have to sign him on a permanent deal. And now let's discuss a few more tangible reports, and we discuss the latest news surrounding trevoh Chalobah and Conor Gallagher. Now, to start with things, Benjamin Pavard has finally agreed a move now to sign for Inter Milan, and he is set to sign for £27 million. And as we know currently, Bayern are trying to sign Chalobah on a permanent deal. As I said in this afternoon's reports, we've quoted fees of around 50 million for Chalobah, and as we've always known for a while, we are open to selling Conor Gallagher if we receive the right amount of money, and we're still hoping to earn around 100 million for his sale. So basically, Chalobah, Gallagher, the club's plans is to hopefully earn around 100 million for their sales before the window ends. And I've just been thinking for a while, listen, Pochettino is more than happy to work with Conor Gallagher. Gallagher wants to remain here, and so far he's been one of our most promising players of this season. But it makes you think, why are the clubs so open to selling Conor Gallagher? Why are they open to receiving this amount of money? It's starting to paint a picture that maybe we have big ambitious plans to sign someone, and as we've known for a while, we need to sell players first to raise the funds. Now, I think we've raised enough funds to be fair with you, but who knows who this mysterious player is that we're hoping to sign. It's starting to give the vibes that this player could cost an absolute fortune, and I guess technically, if either one left, I think the squad would still be fine. I mean, let's see how far Bayern Munich push, right? But going back to Conor Gallagher, reports have suggested that Bayern are also open, of course, to making a move for Gallagher in this window. Very interesting. Could we potentially see both players moving to Bayern before the window closes? Do Bayern have 100 million to offer towards us, or at least fees close to that amount? Time will tell, but it seems like something is happening during this window, and I guess now is the right time to discuss some of these reports now, these cryptic reports that's been circulating from Romano plus many other journalists tonight on Twitter. So let's get into things, and to give the right context first, it has been reported over the past few days that we're looking to keep this potential attacking player under wraps to not ruin any negotiations right now. Secrecy is the priority at this point in time, and we've been burnt a few times throughout this window involving deals for Franca, deals for Michael Olise, reports leaking stories sooner than we want, and that's kind of killed and ruined negotiations. However, it does seem like a few journalists have an idea who this player is. They aren't saying anything right now, and to keep things real, if I even knew who this player was, I wouldn't tell you guys nothing. I'm not here to jeopardize our season at all, especially over views as well too. I don't think ratting my club out for 4 to 5 Nando's meals for this month is worth it, to be fair with you. But to move on, it does seem like Romano, out of all these guys, has a bit of an idea. And here's a very cryptic tweet he released. As he said 3 days ago, it happened to me when I was sleeping 3-4 hours, and I started to dream that I was missing some news on Chelsea. So I woke up during the night and I thought I was missing news. It was a blonde player who was going to Chelsea. I don't remember anything else. So I guess we have some idea about Romano's like average sleep he gets per night, 3 to 4 hours. Damn. I don't know how this guy's doing it, to be fair with you. So obviously, you're going to start speculating, right? Now, before I do that, on top of this, we learned today that our owners and our sporting directors met at Cobham today to decide on determining the right transfer targets. And it seems like after all the discussions today, they have settled on signing one player. And that's reported by Fraz Fletcher on top of this too. And he was like a former journalist for BBC News. He reports that our last summer signing for this window is likely to be the story of this entire transfer window. And we've been seeing crazy deals throughout, like your Bellinghams, Caicedos, Harry Kanes, Gvardiol's. Like there's been some very big transfers that's happened this window. And I've reports suggesting that a player we're hoping to sign before the window ends eclipses all these deals throughout this window. How can I not speculate right now? So obviously, to start with things, blonde player, is Romano dreaming about Griezmann? Or is he dreaming about other things that I don't even want to visualize right now, to be fair with you? I mean, in terms of Griezmann, I couldn't really imagine that being the case. I mean, Atleti absolutely destroys Rayo Vallecano. He's their best player as well, to an absolute talisman. He ain't leaving. I don't see that happening. For a realistic option, and I don't really feel like this would be the story of the summer, but another profile could be Julian Brandt of Borussia Dortmund. Now, this is only my take. As you guys are seeing on screen right now, you know, he fits that mold of players we've looked at throughout the summer, like your Kuduses, Olisses, Frankas, etc., etc. You know, they can play as 10s out wide, and they're comfortable playing in a multitude of different positions. And I say Julian Brandt, you know, last season, 41 apps, 10 goals, 9 assists, one of the best creative players in the Bundesliga, a very underrated player, and technically, he suits the profile we're looking at. But on top of this, obviously, who are two players that would break this window? I'm looking at Florian Wirtz and I'm looking at Jamal Musiala. Now, currently, Musiala has a small hamstring injury, and I don't want to fool myself into thinking that we got a chance to sign him. But if there was somehow an opportunity, like something stupid like 150 million, or I don't even know, to be fair with you. You know, now the fact that Bayern are interested in Conor Gallagher and trevoh Chalobah, like if we gave them two players plus life-changing money, could that possibly tempt them into selling the player? I mean, I do not know, to be fair with you. And again, I'm setting myself up for failure if I really believe this, like with all my heart. But my friends, I'm an eternal optimist. I can't help it. Florian Wirtz is quite interesting. Obviously, Leverkusen are looking quite strong this season. They signed smart. They've addressed and balanced their squad really well. And Wirtz is one of the best young, creative, attacking 10s in Europe, in my opinion. Is he ready to leave? Are Leverkusen ready to accept crazy money too? We don't know. Let's see what happens. But one thing we know is that this board has concluded big money deals like nothing. I mean, Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo. When we have to sign the right player, these guys make sure they get their number ones. But to add some more speculation, could you look at maybe a Jeremy Pino or Villarreal? He would suit playing that role. Maybe you're looking at players like fake ones, like maybe like Odegaard or Anstey from Man United. Could he be involved like in the cucurella deal? I'm not too sure, but it's all about how you complement playing under Pochettino, right? Or realistically, could the big money guy be Raphinha of Barcelona? I mean, Barcelona, they'd be happy to sell anyone if they receive big money for them. And Raphinha is maybe someone they would consider cashing in, or knowing the fact that Lamine Yamal now is like taking over, and the fact that they need to reinvest in the team. That could open up the doors to sign Joao Felix with guys like Vitor Roque coming in January, etc., etc. So I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Raphinha, who also fits the blonde profile Romano is cryptically suggesting, could be someone that is available in the final days of the window. We've always kept that dialogue open with Deco, like over a whole year now. So let's see what happens. So my friends, a lot to take in, I know, but let's move on to the other stories quickly. We got some big reports, so don't go nowhere yet. We have this very interesting rumor, and I stress rumor, coming out from Fakaishnet, who are like the rumor mill kings in Spain. So let's take this with like a pinch of salt, but they discussed Jeremy Frimpong of Bayer Leverkusen, and it reports that we are interested in signing him. However, Leverkusen are only letting this guy go during this time of the window as it's soon to end for dizzying amounts of money. Now his current market value is around 40 million euros. Maybe you're paying, what, 60 to 80 or a bit more than that? Who knows? And the report suggests that with Reece James showing that he could have injuries throughout the season, maybe signing a player that can also play as like backup right back, as well as provide options playing further forward as well too, could be the type of player that we turn towards to help address issues in our team. Now I think Frimpong has started this season an absolute fire. I think 2 goals, 1 assist in 3 games. I think offensively, this guy is unreal. The way he runs at pace, the close control, the skill. Maybe defensively he's not that great, but he does play more as a wing back for Bayer Leverkusen, and he does have more offensive responsibilities, right? He's still very young, and he has that potential maybe to do like a Gareth Bale, like further up in advanced positions and areas. So let's see what happens there. I remember seeing this guy when he was at Celtic, and I thought, this guy's sick. And I know that Celtic signed him from Man City's academy. So, I'm expecting him to be playing for one of the top clubs in Europe pretty soon, because the guy's showing levels and levels every single season. Again, a little rumour. Let's see what happens. But a story that doesn't seem to be much of a rumour right now involves Ansu Fati. Now, quick plug. I released like 5 attacking players we should look out for before the window ends. I know you guys are liking that. I spoke about Ansu Fati in that video, so if you want the deep breakdown on my thoughts on him, watch that video. There's going to be links in this. But Ansu Fati, there was always a possibility that he could be available as the market comes to an end. And it's starting to look like, as reports came out an hour ago, that now Fati is open to listening to offers. Ideally, he wanted to remain at Barcelona. That might not be a possibility anymore. Right now, Spurs, Dortmund and us are watching the player. Now, Romano reports that earlier this week, Ansu Fati was actually offered towards us, so there's definitely a strong possibility that a deal could be struck. Reports in Spain also state that Pochettino is a big fan in Amara, and I can imagine that he wants to have like that type of Sones type of player in his team. And I think Ansu Fati, with his goal scoring ability and that potential to grow even more, yes, he's had injuries, but I feel like he's starting to get past them a bit more. And I think based on his age, he is worth that gamble, and I think there could be incredible upside if we decided to make a move before the window ends. Knowing the fact that Barca have had long-term interest in João Felix. Felix wants to sign for Barca. Listen, he's open to us, but we've made it clear that we aren't looking to get him anymore. Could Fati's future now be in the Premier League? Well, his agent is Jorge Mendes. We know the relationship that our board and Mendes have. It seemed like Barca wanted around 50 million to sell, but could a loan option also be a possibility as well? I think we definitely watch the space, and I'll give more opinions once we get more concrete news. But my friends, I think that's basically everything to cover tonight. I'm going to wrap things up. I'm going to keep things moving, and I'm guessing tomorrow is going to be more jam-packed news. And again, we got the game against Wimbledon, so make sure you guys are on BlueLionsTV tomorrow. Yeah. So my friends, thank you for watching. I'm Nini FC. This is BlueLionsTV. I'll catch you guys later with some more videos. Cool.